Goldberg is a bigger draw than all the women in WWE history combined. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. That is the takeaway from the recent ticket sales at Evolution and Saturday night's main event. We're going to get into it and break it down, but that's a fact, folks, right? People can come on here, bitch, great about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley. I want her to be my mummy. She's really good and she's better than Goldberg. Goldberg can't wrestle. Goldberg in 1998. Forget about 98, man. Goldberg in 2025 is a bigger draw than all these women. That's the fact, man. People are tuning in to watch Bill Goldberg, right? But where I will give these women a bit of slack, and also anybody that's taken part of Saturday night's main event, look at the state of the build. There's no build. Now they can pretend that this Goldberg match is like 8, 9 months in the making since you confronted him at Bad Blood back in Atlanta, Georgia in October. I mean October, guys, October, right? That is ridiculous, right? If you look at Evolution, literally every feud going into that has. Well, I say every feud, every match is going to take place at Evolution has simply been made in the last couple of weeks. You know, like they've literally had a couple of weeks build. And they knew this Evolution was around the corner, man. People are saying, oh, the only reason they're doing it is because of the AEW pay-per-view and they want something to rival it. Now, of course, next weekend is when all these things are on. Saturday night's main event, Evolution, all in. You've got the that UFC fight. You've got the boxing on. There's a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on next weekend. So we'll see how that unfolds. Is it just a cheap ploy, a cheap tactic for WWE to try and put something against AEW? I don't know. But you look at it, it just looks cheap as hell. It's Evolution. I mean, honestly, what are the matches taking place? Like, oh, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. You're wondering why it's got half the ticket sales. We've seen that match a million times. See Goldberg's retirement match? There's only one retirement match in somebody's career. Oh, but what about Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair? They come back. Aye, but guess what? Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair are fucking a million times better than Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, folks. Goldberg's retirement match means more than the 17th time we've seen Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley in the past 12 months, and that's a fact. But we'll dive into the actual stats. So, Saturday night's main event has twice as many tickets distributed compared to Evolution. It will feature Gunther versus Bill Goldberg. It's scheduled for Saturday, 12th of July. The all women's PLE Evolution takes place on Sunday, July 13th. Both events have been booked for the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. According to Twitter X account WrestleTix, 10,731 tickets have been distributed for Saturday night's main event, while 4,804 have been distributed for Evolution. So, right, that is essentially 6,000 tickets more, 5,900 in that ballpark, right? Now, obviously, it's taking place in the same arena, the State Farm Arena. Now, if you're from Atlanta, Georgia, right? Not everybody that goes to these shows are from Atlanta, Georgia. Believe it or not, folks, there is some sad fucks that will travel halfway around the world just to watch shitey wrestling. But let's just say you're from Atlanta, Georgia, right? And you're a wrestling fan. Are you more likely to watch the state hero, the home state hero and Bill Goldberg have his retirement match for the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther? Or are you willing to, forget about that and wait till the next night and go watch a shitey women's pay per view where you don't really care about anybody? Come on, man. Bill Goldberg. See, like, think of it right logically. You can say, I was at Bill Goldberg's last ever match. That's going to mean something. Oh, I was at the 17th Rhea Ripley versus the Sky match. Oh, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were in a tag team match. Nikki Bella was there too. Trish Stratus had a match against Tiffany Stratton. Who cares, man? It's all about Big Bill, and will always draw more money than women. People need to realise this. They're just dumb bastards, that people that don't realise this. WrestleTix says, based on resale patterns, I'd expect Saturday night's main event to have more upper deck sections occupied. Evolution, on the other hand, has very little resale activity up there and a significant lower price point in the lower bowl. So it's likely anyone with combo tickets in the upper deck will be moved to the lower bowl. It looks like much of the hard cam side hasn't been opened yet. We'll know more as we get closer and once photos from the shows start coming in. End of quote. It could just be another case though that they've bitten off more than they can chew. Now the WWE, I mean Saturday Night's Main Event hasn't even fucking sold out. They're 1,800 short of selling out. I can't necessarily remember the first Evolution. It was like what 6, 7 years ago, but I'm pretty sure it was a small arena. It didn't seem that big. I think they've overestimated the amount of people that they think is going to actually click. Well, it's like, I mean, first of all, watch it on Netflix, right? And then second of all, actually buy a ticket and tune in. Nobody cares, man. See when I'm see it's like see wrestling is completely dead in 2025. But to see if anything is ever going to big happen, it's going to be in the men's. That's a fact, right? Well, what is the biggest thing that can happen in the women's division? I mean, the biggest and best thing they can do is sex appeal, but they don't do that in 2025, so you get no chance. You know what they're going to do? Whip out 50-year-old Lita, 50-year-old Tori Wilson, 50-year-old Trish Stratus. They're nowhere near the star power of Bill Goldberg, even when they do whip people like that out. So it's all about Big Bill. That's why he is single handedly, I'd argue, selling double the tickets. And he deserves one last match. And guess what, guys? In a couple of days, we've got a 10 Reasons Why video about Big Bill coming soon to the channel, but why he should win that belt. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But until next time, Big Bill for the win.